Connect with Christina. And with me today is, well, one of my favorites, Zeke Sanchez, who I've known since he was in kindergarten.
Yes, we've known each other for a very long time now. It's crazy.
Yes. Actually, randomly, somebody pointed out that they saw me at a grocery store and they're like, "Oh, you used to bring us Jamba Juice and chips when we were in kindergarten and elementary." And I'm like, "Yep, that's me."
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do. Like, fun fact about Christina, I mean, you guys all know she's super glamorous. Like, I could vividly remember her showing up head to toe Gucci every single time. And but I always remember that she was just always like the sweetest lady, and always would just like, when I'd see her, it'd make my whole week.
Oh, I didn't pay him to say that. I'm just kidding. No, but you know what though? Becca, one of the girls, that's what she would always call me, Gucci mom. That's so funny. But I do miss that. I miss you guys being little. Because now you're all grown adults and Lana's just, a grown adult.
Yeah.
So if you still have little ones out there, enjoy it. It goes so fast. And embrace the messy trails of laundry and the dishes and the mess, because one day that will be gone and you will miss it. So remember that. Anyway, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Like from the last time you were here, which was, you'll see it on TV 9 months ago.
Yeah.
I guess I see it. You might not see it, but we'll put it up again. February. We have Justin back there too. He's permanently part of our episode, even though he's also our producer. But I'm looking at you and it's like amazing. I mean, you've always been a confident person. You've always looked good. In fact, that's one of the why I know you. It's because I would always come up to you and hug you. You're just the cutest kid. But now you're sitting here in front of me and it's like another whole new person.
Yeah.
So walk me through from the time I saw you last, which was, did we say February?
Right.
To now, like how much more have you lost since then, but overall together?
Okay, so when I had first saw you in February, it had been like 4 months since I started my GLP-1 journey, and I was down about 80 pounds, I would say, since then. Total, I've lost 235 pounds. So
you guys, 235 pounds.
Just a little over a year now. I would have never imagined, even when I had saw you, when I had started it, I was like, if I could just lose 50 pounds and, just fit my clothes a little bit better, to now be down 235 pounds and, just fitting in all these different brands and stuff like that.
I have so many questions.
Okay.
So first of all, you brought up the GLP-1.
Yes.
And, I feel like weight loss, it's always been a struggle since I was little. I've always, and people, there's people that, they really, 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 really struggle. So if there's help out there like this,
right,
maybe we can educate them on it. But it's definitely, most certainly not a magic, thing,
right,
wand, if you will.
Right. Absolutely. When I first started, I was really nervous because I was working with a company. I'm still working with a company now, but I was really worried that I was going to take this injection and it wasn't going to work. So right off the bat, I was, trying to do like a calorie deficit, and I wasn't so much being as active as I am now. I wasn't really active for the first probably 8 months. But just like overall starting to eat better is, when I started seeing the results. And once I got to a point where I was like, I want to say I was down about 150 pounds. I was like, okay, I'm like loving how I look. Like I've never looked like this. Like I want to, push harder. So I started going to the gym. I go like between 3 and 5 days a week.
Wow.
And so
proud of you.
It's definitely been like such a change.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, definitely not a magic injection like people make it out to be.
Did you see an even more change when you started the gym?
Absolutely. I want to say when I started, I was losing on average about 20 pounds a month. And then once I started going to the gym,
wow,
it's between like 25 and 27 a month.
Wow. And so would you say the combination of those two plus the whole eating thing, those three combined is what has helped you?
Yes, absolutely. And like something that's really awesome about GLP-1 is it takes away the food noise. So like, for example,
Tell me how to make the food noise go
Please.
away.
Please.
Please, because it talks to me all day.
like something about me is I used to love going to AJ's and getting a tea and like a
They do
German
have-
chocolate brownie.
They do have good teas and desserts.
And like now, like I still go and get a green tea. But I can look at the whole dessert case and like I'll be like, oh yeah, it looks pretty, like it looks good, but like I don't feel like I need to have it. And it's like the weirdest thing ever. Like when we go somewhere to eat, like my old mind sometimes thinks, and all of a sudden all this food comes, and I'm like, I might have a couple bites, and I'm like, I'm full. Like, why did I order all this food? Like, I know I can't eat it, but like, it's so interesting.
So you can't even force it? Like if you try, like does it make you sick?
No, it doesn't make me sick, but it makes you like fuller faster.
Well, so remind us again, what is the GLP-1 thing made of? What does it do?
Okay, so it's a weekly injectable. There's injectables and then there's oral drops, and I think there's even coming out with like a pill version because like people they don't all like injections, so they're.
But
coming
I
out
would
with different
assume the
ways.
injectables are the most
effective.
effective. Okay.
Yeah, to my knowledge, anyways. But yeah,
I don't like needles.
it's filled with a bunch of like vitamins and stuff like that, and then like the GLP-1 part specifically, like goes. I don't know like the exact, but I know it goes to like the GLP receptors, and it helps increase your metabolism, and like I said, helps take away that food noise as well as helps to slow down your digestive system, so you feel fuller longer. And I think that is something that a lot of people could benefit from, because there's sometimes where all of a sudden you're snacking, but when you like feel fuller longer, you don't feel like you don't need to snack.
Right. So now for you, since you've clearly like reached your goal, are you done with that shot? And also, are you at your goal now?
Okay.
Because you look incredible.
Thank you, Christina. As of right now, I'm not to my goal yet. I'm 255 pounds, and I think I want to be about 180-ish. That, I mean, realistically, probably 200, but like it'd be a dream to be like 180. I don't like a question I do get a lot is, do you plan to stay on the shot forever? Through the shot, it has helped me to learn ways to maintain a healthy lifestyle, and to keep the weight off. With the way I look now and the stuff I fit into, like I said, I've always dreamed of fitting clothes and all those things. I'm like so motivated, like I love it. So I don't foresee myself.
Plus, you're saying
Going
you've
back.
developed like better habits, overall
Right.
relationship with food.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm still working on the relationship with food. I just love all food.
Yeah, I've had to learn like, you can have the good stuff, and there's ways to have it frequently, but you don't have to splurge all the time.
I'd be the one that goes to AJ and like gets one of everything in sight. Ugh, I just love food. Anyways, but I'll get there. Actually, ironically, I'm working out for the first time tomorrow. I tried working out when I was on vacation. I was sore, and you know how the
Yeah, it
subway
takes a couple
thing. I'm like,
days.
no, but I'm going back, and you're motivating me even more. So, wish me luck.
Of course.
But so going back to that, so it's not a forever thing. So let's say you get to that, right? Which I
Right.
know you will. So when you get to your goal weight, then you have the habits to maintain everything. Then
Right.
you go off the shots for good.
My goal is to, once I get to my goal, I'll trend off the medication. So right now I'm at 12.5 milligrams. The lowest you start at is 2.5. And so I'm going to gradually, probably over the course of maybe 2 months, I'm going to work myself down, and then I'm going to go to that lowest dose, and then I'm going to go every other week, every 3 weeks, maybe like once a month, and then I'm going to try and do like cold turkey, not do it at all.
Is there any adverse things that can occur from the medicine? Side effects? Anything?
So it all depends on the person. Like I know some people who have had issues like with being gassy or like constipation from it slowing down your digestive system. But me personally, it was only when I first started that like my body just like getting used to the medication. But ever since then, it's been smooth sailing.
Now, and how about any psychological effects? Like, are you moody, grumpy, or some people, do they get like that? Because I feel bad for your spouses. I'm just kidding.
No, honestly, of anything, it's given me a more like positive like attribute,
And
I guess.
maybe energy.
Yeah, and it gives with all the vitamins and stuff in it. There's more energy. I wake up like every day, like I might go to bed upset, but I'll wake up fully energized, a completely new person.
New day. Well, share that. Now that you're obviously Justin and I can't say it enough. You really do look incredible.
Thank you.
How has that changed your day-to-day life and overall, like from then to now? Not to mention, you are one heck of a diver. That's crazy. And then yeah. So
I still see a lot of the gymnastic stuff.
Yeah.
On your social media.
Yeah. So, just like day to day, like and like flipping and stuff like that. Like, so I haven't been diving as much recently. I'm getting back into it very soon. Which
He's
is very
good, you
exciting.
guys.
But like still keeping up with flipping and like going to trampoline parks, just keeping that like muscle memory fresh. Like I just went, I think like 2 days ago, and just like I'm doing stuff that I haven't done for a long time.
I was going to ask that. Are you able to do tricks that you weren't able to?
Absolutely. And I think it's just because I have a little bit more mobility now. Like there's some things that I could do before, but it wasn't as clean or like as elegant looking because it had to be more rushed to make a rotation or something like that.
So just an overall positivity.
Yeah, even just like the way people first initially meet you, it's very interesting.
Talk about that. That's a big thing. So you're saying from you losing the weight, and also we'll get back to Justin because I rudely interrupted. Sorry.
That was me.
I'm a chatterbox. Yeah, talk about that a little bit. Like really, from then to now, is that something you notice?
Yeah, absolutely. Before, I think people had a prejudice because I was overweight that I couldn't be an athlete or an active person. Like even now, like I'm still not, I've lost a lot of weight and I feel slim, but like I'm not slim compared to a lot of people. And like I go and hike Camelback and like I see people, like I pass people on the trail and they like look like they're like so shocked that like I'm, a larger person, doing these things that like I wouldn't say fit people do, but that fit people do.
Right.
It's the unfortunate part of today's social media is it's just so comparative now to everybody.
Right, but then it's comparative where it's like don't get me started. Okay. Don't get me started. That's another episode.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's not what you see is not always what it is.
Right.
And then but it's like you think you're comparing, but it's like you're not. It's not apples to apples. This is you're putting fake stuff out there.
Yeah.
Obviously not everyone.
Well, this kind of leads into the other question that I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Was so with your flips or hiking.
Yeah.
Do you feel better? For example, like the weight before, like let's say on your knees, or just your body in general. Like when you would do the flips or dives, would you feel it more then?
So, yes, in a way. Definitely now, like, I just feel like I guess literally physically lighter. The strain isn't there as quickly as before.
That's
but
awesome.
it's so weird. Like when I go to the gym, like I love to, like my warm up is like 30 minutes, like running, walking on the treadmill. And once I get that music going, like I just go, and it's like such a freeing feeling in a way.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we're just proud of you. We'll probably tell you that 200 other times. Are you now with this stuff? Like, what's next for you?
What do you mean?
Like life-wise, are you still pursuing? Because I know you wanted to. I mean, people are DMing you.
Yeah.
You know, you're an inspiration. So, are you gonna continue to help others lose weight? Like, what else is in store?
So, I think, well, social media wise, I think I definitely want to continue to be an advocate for body positivity, because even at my largest, you know, like, there's just like so much doubt, like about you have to look a certain way to do certain things. Like even like we were just talking about, I think like you said, there's so much negativity online. I think rather than trying to shame people for the way they look, I think there's different ways that you can go about it to maybe help them make a more positive impact on their life. And then obviously, like I said, I'm getting back into diving. So, you know, I would still really love to go to school and be like a collegiate diver. So,
Yes.
Ultimately, like, hopefully I'll be able to get back in my swing.
I'm pretty sure you will. But you know what I love too? It's like the whole family's journey.
Yes.
And, you know, if Zeke lets us share a photo of mom, dad, sister, like it's incredible in the household where together, I mean, do a little math for me. Together, what have you guys all lost?
Probably 650 pounds combined, all four of us. I think that's something that's really helped benefit me, is that we are doing it as a family. For example, me and my dad, we have like a friendly competition. And so he started 3 months before I did. And so I'll get to a certain point and he's like, "Okay, in 3 months, I want you to be," he's like, "you should be this weight." Because we started at very similar weights. And so this last, I want to say it was October or November, he's like, "Okay, you need to be at your appointment on," I don't remember the exact date, but in October, I want you to be at 275 pounds, because I was 285 pounds. And I was like, okay. And then we got to the appointment. I weighed 263 pounds. So, you know, to beat his goal by like 20 pounds, it was like, it was
like a friendly competition, but it's also like holding yourself accountable.
Yeah, it helps us to hold each other accountable, even like day to day. You can ask her, like my sister, we text all day, like about what we're eating. It's just
take a picture of your food, send.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I obviously want to take this time so that, you know, we can reach some people in the beginning of their weight loss journey, right? I mean, because we're talking like big numbers.
Right.
We're not talking like, 15 pounds. Like we're talking, 100, 150, and you guys did it.
Right.
Which means you can do it. So Zeke, you have to actually talk to our friends, and then those who are just contemplating, they want to do it, you're here as a sign that they can do it. What would you say is the first start? And also remember, not everyone can afford the GLP-1, or can they? Because I don't know pricing and all how that works.
Okay, so when I started, like I said, I was working with this company, and I was like, well, if this
are you allowed to mention them?
Yeah.
What is it?
So the company, I still work with them. Well, I work with a different company now, but the company I work with is called Shred RX.
Shred RX. That's a good name, you guys.
And then their website's TryShed. I'm gonna plug it a little bit. It's tryshed.com. And if you use code Zeke BF30, it's 30% off only till the end of the month.
Okay, we're gonna share that if we're able to. But if it's, do you have another coupon?
Yeah. Okay. So the website is called tryshed.com, and for your first or for all of your orders, if you use code Zeke50, Zeke50, it will take $50 off your order. And you are able to use your FSA and what is that one? FSA and
I don't know. What is
healthcare
it?
spending.
Really?
Yeah, flexible spending and healthcare spending.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
The flexible, that's like a personal thing you set up,
Yeah.
right? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you're able to do that. And then I want to say, don't quote me, but I want to say you are able to apply for their program through your insurance.
There you go. So at least try that.
Yeah, at least try that.
So before you say, okay, I can't afford it, at least try to look into it. That's one. But then I want you to share some of the other things that they can. Let's just, in combination of trying the GLP-1. Are you saying that right?
Yes.
Like what's their other first or second step from seeing this video, seeing what you've done for them to start their journey?
Honestly,
throw your ramen away. Oh, just kidding.
Honestly, just to have confidence to even if you don't do GLP-1, if you start getting in the gym, if you start eating better, just to not give up on yourself. Visibly, I felt like I didn't see results for a long time. But scale-wise, obviously the numbers were there. You yourself are your biggest critic. And if you give up on yourself, there just won't be any result. So just keep pushing even when you feel like giving up. There was a lot of times along my journey where I was like, man, I really don't feel like I'm like, yes, like I said, physically, I was seeing a change on the scale. But like looking at myself, I was like, I really don't see a difference. Like, why am I even doing this?
Well, and I think something to think about too is like during that time where you can't see, is just knowing like that you are putting good things in your body, things that are growing from this earth, not from a can or fast food. That also has to feel good.
Right.
But you're right. I mean, I think like just be patient.
Right. When you are trying to eat healthier, you don't have to absolutely zero out everything. Like if you go on TikTok, there's this one girl I follow, her name's Smaller Sam, and she had like PCOS and stuff like that. She has a whole bunch of hacks for like healthy fast food orders, like Chick-fil-A. She has ones for like McDonald's.
I'm gonna need that one.
Like that?
I'm gonna need that one.
Yeah, she's also lost a similar amount of weight to me.
Wow. We're proud of you, Sam.
Yeah.
Smaller Sam.
Yeah. So there's definitely like hacks around it. If you are somebody who can't let go of soda, like something that I found out is like diet sodas. Like people say it's worse for you, but it's not. Or like for me, coffee, like I love having, coffee with the cold foam or whatever. Like they sell like protein cold foam that you can buy. Or like me personally, when I first started, I'd make a black coffee and then pour a vanilla protein shake or a caramel protein shake
into
it. So it would be like a substitute for creamer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I see that. What other Instagram accounts do you follow that you feel like you kind of anchored on or like, helped you out a lot? Like that sounds like a really cool one.
Honestly, just through like searching on TikTok for like GLP-1, or even Instagram, just like GLP-1 inspiration. If you type that in, there's just been so many times where I've had to look at that just to overall, you just have to see the bigger picture. Like I said, when I started, I would have never imagined that I would fit into stuff or look like this in a year. Because like when you think about it, like when you're starting, a year seems like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's been a year, I'm like, wow, like that's went by so quick.
Yeah. Too quick. Share like what your meal looks like in a day.
Okay. So right now I just started doing 16-8 fasting.
Okay.
So that means I don't eat till noon. And then I stop eating after 8 o'clock. It can be a little bit lenient, but like after 8 o'clock, it's water, green tea, or black coffee. So it's not like I'm having like dry fast and
Coffee
be
at
like
night?
absolutely.
I know. Coffee will keep me awake.
Yeah. So for me, like night is just like water, green tea, and then same thing. You can have that in the morning as well. just the only thing that sucks though is it has to be just like plain black coffee. So sometimes it's like, yeah, but
it better be good coffee.
But normally, wake up. I'd either have like egg whites or do like a protein shake. For lunch, just honestly, just trying to do low calorie, high protein. So like me, I'm always on the go. So like something I learned from that girl, Smaller Sam, is the grilled nuggets meal from Chick-fil-A. And rather than doing fries, you do the Kale Crunch salad and then the drink like Diet Coke or Coke Zero. That's like my go-to when I'm on the go. Or also like sometimes,
Justin, you better try that.
or sometimes it's just like protein shakes. Like I'm big on protein shakes, honestly. But honestly, I think if you can make your own, like
It's
whole,
better.
like proteins from Whole Foods rather than like processed and like whey proteins is a lot better for you.
I mean, obviously, it's also like a lifestyle change, right?
Right.
I mean, one of our new employees, Ari, she's a trainer and she's also a coach and all these things. She does a lot of training online, but she was with us because we're training her right now work-wise. And she had this backpack that had a lunchbox in it.
Yeah.
That was like a refrigerator. So and she had yogurt, like literally all her meal for the day was in this backpack. So the front part unzipped. She said she got it in like Amazon and she's like, yeah, this is the trainer life, you know?
Yeah.
But so I'm saying like, if you want to make the change, the resources are out there for you to make those changes.
Absolutely. And like what's been really helpful is through like the company Shed I work with, included in your subscription, they have like a trainer in a way. So I guess probably a lot like what she does. So like weekly, they'll call you and say, hey, what's your zip code? Or like when you start, they call and say, hey, Zeke, what's your zip code? I give them my zip code. They're like, okay, well, there's Safeway, Fry's, Sprouts, Albertsons. Which one do you primarily shop at? And you say, well, I shop at Fry's and Safeway. Those are the closest to my house. They will personally go through the ads, find the best items that low calorie, high protein that are on sale, and they'll make you a list of the items that they recommend that you get. And with those items, they'll also give meal ideas and recipes and all kinds of different things. So that's been something that's been really helpful to my family.
Yeah, your whole family.
Yeah.
I know. I can't wait to show the photos. I'm so proud of you guys. It's so crazy. And then if people need help from you though, are you like okay for them to reach out to you directly?
Yeah, absolutely. Shoot me a DM on TikTok, Instagram, and honestly, any platform. I look at all my messages. But yeah, honestly, like I said, when I started, I had so many questions, and there's so many people who are on GLP-1s, but they kind of gatekeep it a little bit. So if there's anybody out there that has any questions, I'm pretty sure at least me or one of my family members will have an answer for what you may have.
I mean, I want to say for me, my biggest thing is like curbing my cravings because I wish I just loved one type of food. I love all food.
Everything.
Dessert, all the savory things, spicy, hot, all, yeah. But, you know, I am going back to the gym tomorrow. Let's mark that.
Okay.
But I think overall, I took a year's vacation. So the joke was, I'm like, I already got married, got him. But of course, I'm joking. And Kevin lives in the gym. So I know that for me, I want to, you know, just be healthier and also just stay toned.
Yeah.
For you, when you see like your high school friends, elementary friends right now, like what's the reaction you're getting?
You know, because so let's see, I graduated in May. Let's see. I've lost a little over 100 pounds since graduation. So for those of my friends and like people that I haven't seen since graduation, it's like a complete shock in a way, you know, because like they were used to seeing me every day.
Right.
So even though I had lost so much weight up to graduation, the change I feel like maybe might have not been as visible or drastic to them.
To now.
But to not see me for, you know, 4 months, 5 months, it's the reactions I get are pretty awesome. And it like I said, it fuels me to, want to keep going.
Yeah. When I do love that I love your desire and your intention of helping other Zekes out there.
Yes.
And that part I enjoy. And by the way, Justin and the world, shout out to you, Zeke, on your most important day, or one of them, your graduation, high school graduation.
Thank you.
This boy is so sweet. Excuse me, young man. This young man is so sweet that in the midst of all of the graduation thing, he did not want to leave until he gave me a hug and gave me, right, remember?
Yes.
He gave Lana a little hug and the little thing. And I just thought that was so sweet. Thank you. I never got to say thank you.
Of
So
course.
thank you. And in closing, Zeke here is beautiful on the outside and an inside. And if you need help with your weight loss journey, he's giving you access, and access to him is also a privilege. So take advantage of it. Anything else, Zeke?
Honestly, like I said, any questions that you or anyone you know may have, feel free to reach out. Like I said, if there's a question that you have, hopefully I'll be able to answer it. If not, I can guarantee you that I know somebody else on a GLP-1 or even just on a normal health journey that has been through something similar that I can best help to answer that question for you.
There you go. This is your validation to get started. Bye.
Bye.